Welcome everybody to the final War of the Visions video. For me, that is, and there's a reason for it. I'll just get to it straight away. I am going to be quitting War of the Visions, and I know people knew that I already wasn't going to be making content for it, but I was feeling quite good about the game itself when I made that decision, so I was going to continue playing the game. However, since the Road to Worldwide finale, the live stream that they did, I just have not been enjoying the game. I don't think it's like entirely rational. I do think the live stream was bad and they did a bad job, and it's definitely kind of painted the game a certain way for me. I also think part of my reaction to it is a bit a bit irrational, and so maybe that just is a sign of where I'm at with the game and that it was my time to go. But either way, it doesn't really matter the reason. I am currently kind of going through the motions and I'm not enjoying the game, and so that means it's time to stop. So it's kind of interesting that we have Soul here because he is an FFBE character, and I love FFBE. I love Soul as a character, especially in season 2. He gets really interesting, and he's a fire character. So to end off my time in War of the Visions, we're going to be summoning for Soul together, and we'll talk a little bit about my journey as we go. So let's get into it. Okay, I guess we have to start with the 80 mind spheres. We can do this once, so let's go ahead and get the skip animation out of here. I actually remembered before doing a poll this time. That is big for me. I almost never do that. So I was kind of thinking about my War of the Visions journey, because I said goodbye to my to my guild as I'm heading out here, and that was pretty crazy, by the way, because I've been in my guild since the beginning of the game. Like, I've only ever been in the one guild, and it's the best guild in the game. We're competitive, but we're always chill and always supportive. There's really no guild like it, and if you're not in my guild, then I'm sorry, you just didn't win the lottery. That's too bad. But I was the final member of the original guild left, and so with me leaving, there's no longer an original guild member for Hokuten. And what's interesting about our guild is we actually started off as a bunch of people that knew each other in real life. So we all knew each other through the Final Fantasy trading card game, and not through living in the same city necessarily, but just from traveling to events and talking to each other online on Facebook and Discord and stuff. And I had met some people at like the Crystal Cup regional tournaments and other things like that. And so it was really cool to join up with everybody. We continued to add really neat people as time went on. And at some point, okay, sorry, I just had to pause there for possible rainbow. At some point, we had Logi take over the guild, and that was really huge. Originally, it was Kluya, who was our guild leader, and then it was Prodigy, who you might know because he streamed War of the Visions for a while, and then it was Logi. And Logi is the master of recruiting, because when he took over, we basically had all hits, all amazing people joining the guild, and really good times. And so he's still in charge, by the way. And I think my spot's already spoken for, but if you're ever interested, then you can reach out to me on Discord. Oh, I would actually love, I would love to, I'm quitting the game. What am I doing? Stop going into content creator mode here, Mysidia. But that being said, I have all the shards for Silver Memories. This better be Silver Memories. Okay. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm quitting. So yeah, so the guilds, it's always been awesome. We have one more step. Okay, let's do it. The guild's always been awesome. I've always been so pleased to be in it, and I loved Guild Battle. Being a part of the guild was what made War of the Visions amazing, and without the guild, I don't know if I would have played this long. I think really that a big part of it was that that I was in this really supportive guild that was pushing us along competitively, but never ever requiring a wall, and never mandating any polls or anything. It was always just kind of like a, hey, let's talk and theory craft together and all that kind of stuff. So Okay, so I still have one more lap of this to do, I guess. I'm not even paying attention. Doesn't really matter, right? So, you know, if I'm doing something wrong and someone says it in the comments, it's fallen on deaf ears. Okay, so we got a Rainbow Vision card. This one can be Silver Memories for sure. Eastfar, you know it is. Okay. I don't want to like shout out too many people because again, I just feel so bad if I were to miss anybody. But of course there's Diab, who I know in real life, who I played Final Fantasy with in real life, Final Fantasy trading card game, because he is just over the border from where I am in Canada. I used to drive down to his store, or the store that he played at. Oh, it's Kalen. That's actually kind of a nice little send off too. That was one of the first UR cards I ever pulled. I'm gonna miss playing with him. I'm still gonna be in contact with everybody, of course. Okay, now we need to do the regular banner, and I don't even know how many times we need to do it. Let's double check that. But anyway, so yeah, I was saying goodbye to my guild. I was reflecting on where, you know, okay, I need another 1,500. So is that 15 pulls in the main banner? Maybe. Oh, we got a ticket. Let's do the ticket. Completely forgot about that. Well, it could be a Balo. Let's find out. Yeah, it's his girlfriend. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking about when I started this game, and it was just such a different time. I had played a gacha game, like I had been super into a gacha game before in Final Fantasy Mobius, or Mobius Final Fantasy, but I had never gotten into a gacha at this level of depth before. Because while I loved Mobius and I played the crap out of that game, I would like couldn't have told you the mechanics super well. I wasn't like super in depth looking into you know, meta formations or anything at all. Like I was just playing for fun, and it was a really cool way to play the game. But with War of the Visions, not only was I playing for fun, I was also trying to get the most out of the game, and it was a really cool experience. And it's funny because something that I praised about it when I started playing was that, you know, no matter how busy I was, I could always just play a little bit each day and, you know, have a little bit of fun, and there was new content coming out all the time. Those were things that were really positive about War of the Visions. However, those are now things that, and for all my gachas, because I'm not going to play any gachas right now, that became hindrances because things are really busy at work right now. And some days, like it's almost bedtime and I have yet to do something for myself. And then it's like, well, I've got to get on War of Visions at the very least to do dailies. And you don't always want to be tied down to like every single day having to do a guild battle or having to do a, you know, whatever daily to maximize your Vizio that you're getting. I really do think they need to make the guild battles maybe 5 days a week. Do it. I mean, they could even do it Epic 7 style where it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you know, and then you have weekends off. I think that would be fine. That's probably a pretty big change from what they've done now. But even if they did Monday through Friday and you had the weekend off, or even Wednesdays off. So patch day is off and it's testing all day, pull the new unit. I don't know. Like there's definitely a way to go about it that's not 7 days a week guild battle, but you know, if they haven't changed it yet, why would they now? So anyway, super fond memories of starting out in this game, pulling for Ramza, and then he had a pity. That was like such a big deal that it could get that it could actually get Ramza. Pulling for Victoria when, you know, I wasn't really into ice, but elements didn't matter that much aside from countering a specific element, or not even a specific element, but like a character. Like you wanted to pull, you know, a certain element character to maybe counter a specific character, but not a whole team, because we weren't doing mono element teams yet. And there was that map where it was like basically in a castle and there was 2 doors, and you had to go like kind of get corralled through one of those 2 doors. And I just remember playing with, you know, Ayaka and with Victoria, and just like crushing on that map. Like it was awesome. She would take out all sorts of people. When, oh my God, there's somebody screaming outside, like full on, like it's like sounds like a child screaming, but I know there's only high school students on the other side of this window, so that was weird. Hopefully that's not a problem. Okay, anyway, so I have really fond memories of getting Delita. Everybody and their aunt were pulling for Agrius, and guess what? Delita would just slap would just slap Agrius. Like, honestly, it was awesome. I got so much use out of him. I even had a composition that was all about barriers and courage, and it was actually, I think it was like Ramza and Delita and like Cecil or something, and we were taking on, when Kane, it was the Dark Bros, it was Kane and Stern and a Dwayne or something. Like, I don't know, I made some like awesome team that I would just play in arena, and I was able to take out this like powerful Dark Bros team, and it was very fun. Okay, so this could be it. I know the end is so close. Oh, well, hello, we have two. That's not Soul. That is this wonderful archer, the quiet rebel, Charisse. Thanks, Charisse. Let's get Soul, though. Let's do it. By the way, if you haven't played FFBE, I mean, it's... highly... Oh my god, we didn't get 2. I thought if you got... Oh, because it's the... You don't get 2 on that pull because it's the bonus slot. Normally you would, but not in this case. So that was just a total crap pull there. Okay. Not counting even a little bit. Okay, we need to do 9 more pulls. Let's go do it. I guess I'll pick up his VC. Maybe, I don't even know. I don't even know if his VC is that necessary. I know it's a good VC, but like if you were strapped, I don't even think it's like a must pull. I think you could totally skip it if you needed to. But it's certainly not like a bad VC. Anyway, Soul in FFBE is awesome because he's actually allies with Fina. He's one of the sages of Hess, and he fought against the Veritas in the war between Aldor and Hess. And in the game, all those sages actually get sealed within crystals. That's how Fina, Dark Fina, gets released, because you know the Earth Shrine at the very beginning of the game is attacked by the Dark Veritas, and the Fina gets kind of split into 2 personalities. One's Dark Fina, one's Fina. But anyway, the rest of the sages are all still locked in crystals. And now some of the sages, you know, were able to actually kind of maintain their sanity, like Fina, although she did split into those two forms, and like that was something that helped her. But Soul, who already had like a very hard time understanding people and emotions, he did not survive those many years very well. And so Soul was a bit cranky when he woke up from his slumber, and he kind of pivots to being the main antagonist by the end of season 1 of the story of FFBE. And so this big skull that's coming out is basically like the entire world's like hatred and sadness, and he summons it, and Rain has to beat it. Rain awakens his power, his royal blood, and he's able to beat it, and they both kind of like disappear. But in season 2, that's the spoilers, but you can suck it. There's a lot more flashbacks of Soul and like his time kind of interacting with the other sages, and there's a lot more of him kind of interacting with Rain. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, all right, fine. My boy Elda, I love it. Would have been better if it was Raldor, but you know. Wait, so how many? Oh, okay, I still got some more to go. Anyway, so if you play Final Fantasy 14, you know the whole Xenos and Warrior of Light story, where like Xenos is a bad guy but wants to be friends with the Warrior of Light because it's like a guy that he can fight. You know, fighting brings people together. That like similar relationship happens between Rain and Soul, where like Soul wants to be the one to kill Rain, but they kind of like bond over the fact that they're going to kill each other. Although Rain doesn't like to kill. And so there's a really nice like finale to that friendship that comes out. It's a really interesting one. I actually really liked it. And so that storyline was well before Final Fantasy 14 storyline, and it's much better done in my opinion, because I thought Xenos was incredibly cool during Stormblood, but just a total weenie like anytime after that. I really wish they had just, you know, you didn't have to milk his character more. Just like he was a cool character, some really cool voice lines when you fight him, and like cool swords and stuff. Like awesome character. Don't need to do more with him, but you know, I didn't think the payoff in Endwalker was worth it either. So, you know, again, if you don't agree with me, suck it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. Oh, we're just going for the royal family, it seems. Not a big deal for old Mysidia. I'll just take whatever you give me, Gumi. Oh my god, my cat just let out this gigantic meow. Here we go. So we're getting a you are guaranteed. If it's not soul, I'm just going to lose it. Okay, I'm just going to freak out. I'm going to flip my desk. And I will come after somebody. Okay, here we go. Yeah! That is my boy Soul floating with his shiny pants. Oh, actually, no, this is the naked version. He has a shiny pants version in FFBE. Let's see if we can get any more luck on this one. Otherwise, we're just going to go all in and build him because, again, doesn't really matter. We're going to be not really playing with him. So, okay, we didn't get anything else. But we did get soul, and that means that we have a whole, but nope, definitely don't want that. We have a whole bunch of different current, or not different currency, but we have a whole bunch of ways to be able to build them up now. So look at that. I got another Visior consumption bonus. Heck yeah, buddy. Heck yeah. Okay, boys, let's go. Before we have to do this smart way, okay? The smart way is that we're using the soul stars, all right? One of the greatest creations of the century. And the secret to using your soul stars is to just go all in, but stop at 10, okay? And then, so now we're at 160. Pretty sweet stuff here. We just go ahead and we buy all those. Okay, simple as that. Not a big deal. You just go for it. Then we start doing the bingo. We're just gonna pop this out. So anyway, I guess we'll wrap this up pretty soon. The game was a journey. I enjoyed the journey. I have zero regrets about this game, and I had an absolutely amazing time playing it with all of my guildies that I played with all my viewers that I played with, and just other people that I knew through the game, and some real life friends. I mean, one of my brothers played this game for a long time, and it was always very fun, you know, playing with him when I could, and talking about the game. So I really feel like the time was well spent, and I'm very happy to have done it and to have met you all. And if you enjoyed my videos and everything, and you think, you know, well, I'd still like to get my fix of Mysidia, you can check out my like quitting content creation for War of the Visions video, because I talk about what my direction is going forward on this channel, and I talk about my second channel, which is super exciting if you want to go check out my second channel. But either way, we'll end off with Raldor here. And I just want to say thank you, everybody. I'm feeling a little bit emotional, even though it's just a game. But I did appreciate everything that we all did together. And, you know, hopefully we can all share that experience again in future games. But otherwise, I'll see you all soon enough in another video. Goodbye.